friends and welcome. This is Himanshu from Astrology, and in this video we will bring the monthly predictions for the month of August 2017 to September 2017. Accurately it will be from 15th August 2017 to 15th September 2017. We start in the middle of every month because Sun changes sign from the middle of each month. That's why we start predicting from the middle of month. So this prediction will be from 15th August 2017 to 15th August September 2017. The transit of Sun is best for predicting the monthly predictions. For annual we can use the transit of Jupiter, and for 2 to 3 year prediction we can use the transit of Saturn. Similarly, for 2 to 3 days we can use transit of Moon. But for monthly prediction the transit of Sun is most accurate. Along with the transit of Sun, we will also consider the transit of Ascendant Lord, the Lord of the first house, and the position of the Lord of the first house will also be very helpful for predicting the monthly predictions for each moon sign. So here we have the slide that in this slide you can see that we have from Aries to Pisces all the 12 moon sign and their predictions one by one. So we will start with the Aries and move towards the Pisces. So let's start with the Aries moon sign. So with Aries as the first sign, we can see that for Aries they have Mars as their first house lord, and it is in the 4th house. Similarly, Sun is in their 5th house. So 4th house Mars is good for rejuvenation. They are already getting much needed rest from last 1 to 2 months because Sun was there in their 4th house last month. Now Sun moved to their 5th house, but Mars is still in their 4th house. In addition, this also shows that soon Mars will also move to their 5th house. So after the transit of Mars in their 5th house, they will get some good result regarding speculation. And currently, however, 4th Mars is good for rejuvenation and refreshment. In addition, 5th Sun is also challenging for the point of view of competition and enemies, but there are also chances of sudden gains, lottery, speculation, stock market. In addition, the transit of Sun in the 5th house, and soon Mars will also move to their 5th house, and most importantly Sun is very powerful currently in the 5th house, so it will not harm anything because Sun is in its own house, and planet in own house are very benefic and very powerful. So when Mars will also move towards 4th house, so this shows that they will get something like they will get some routine work, some work with some start date and some finish date. In addition, the 5th house is also the house of routine. That's why good for routine. So this is for the Aries moon sign. 4th and 5th house will be in action. Initially start with the 4th house, then they will start getting result of the 5th house. So after Aries, let's move to our next moon sign, that is Taurus. So we can see in case of Taurus that they have their ascendant Lord Venus in the 2nd house and Sun is in their 4th house. So 2nd house Venus is very good, and that shows good for money and wealth, and 4th Sun is good for rejuvenation. In addition, there can be some relationship issues, so that needs to be watched out for because their Lagna Lord Venus is in a good position in the 2nd house, in a friendly sign in the house of Mercury, so that is very good for monetary gains. However, 4th Sun is something that have some issues with career. Sun is more have to do more with the career issues, and so of course with relationship, partners, spouse, there can be some issues that need to be taken care of. So overall good and satisfactory transit for Taurus, and now we can move to our next moon sign, that is Gemini. So we can see here in the case of Gemini they have their ascendant Lord Mercury in the third house, and in addition Sun is also in their third house. So Mercury in third is very good for getting new friends. There can be little bit of other issues, but they will get new friends. In addition, third Sun shows wealth and success. Third Sun is very good, and though in your own house, so that makes it more stronger. So that shows there will be good result regarding wealth and success. However, Mercury in the third is good for getting new friends, and the point to notice here is that Mercury will be in their third house for a long time, because Mercury just start their its motion in retrograde motion, and it will be for 1 month in their 1+ month in their third house. So that shows there can be a little bit slow movement regarding Mercury, and of course Mercury represent their first house, so there can be a little bit slowness regarding getting new friends or things related to Mercury or their own ascendant or own body. But after the retrograde motion, as Mercury will go direct, they will start getting good results more frequently. So that is for Gemini moon sign. Next we can move to the next moon sign, and that is Cancer. So we can see here in the case of Cancer, their ascendant lord is moon, and moon changes sign every 2 days, so it is not shown in the chart. So moon will be strong from 28th of August, as moon will be towards full moon. Currently moon is new moon, progressing toward new moon. From 28th August moon will become more stronger, and it will be towards a full moon. So that shows there will be good result from 28th onwards. In addition, they have second sun, that shows gains. So there will be some gains regarding second sun. So they started planning on a new part from 15 June to 15 July. From 15 July to 15th August, they worked on their plan, and now from 15th August onward, from 15th August to 15th September, they will get gains of that planning and that hard work, because 12th house is planning, first house is work, and second house is the house of gains. So that shows there will be gains for Cancer moon sign from 15th August 2017 to 15th September 2017. So that was for the Cancer. Now we can move to the next sign, and we can see the next one is Leo. So Leo people have their ascendant lord Sun itself, and it is sitting in the first house. However, Sun is very strong here in its own house, in the first house. So they have to work hard, because first Sun, first house planet requires work. So they planned well from 15th July to 15th August. From 15th August to 15th September, they need to work on that plan, and they will get gains of those plans after 15th September. 15th September to 15th October, they will get the gains of this hard work that they will do from 15th August to 15th September. So overall, very good for Leo people, because Sun will be in their own house, a strong Sun, so they will work strongly and get good gains in the next month. So after this Leo moon sign, let's move towards the next moon sign, that is Virgo. So in Virgo people, we can see that they have their Lord Mercury and Sun both placed in the 12th house. So that shows planning. In addition, they have Jupiter currently in their first house, and it will be in their first house till 12th September 2017. So they are working hard from last 13 months, 12 months, one more month remaining, and as from 12th September, Jupiter will move towards their second house, so that will show the gains of the last 2 years, because in 12th Jupiter for 1 year they plan, and now they are working on their plan in the first Jupiter, and soon they will get the gains of their work and plan from 12th September onwards, because second Jupiter is very good for getting success and getting rid of problems. In addition, their two planets Mercury and Sun in the 12th house, their ascendant lord and the Sun in 12th. That means they need to plan from 15th August to 15th September. They will get a new start to plan for on a new task, and they will then work in the next month, and they will then finally get the gains in the month afterwards. In addition, there can be some success because 12th Sun gives success by right means or right character. So by going through right means you can get success too. Next, after this Virgo moon sign, we move towards Libra. So for Libra moon sign, we can see that their ascendant Lord Venus is in the 9th house of fortune. That's very good. So that shows acquisition of article of luxury, good for home improvement and gain of houses. In addition, 11th Sun is also very good currently. That shows great success, respect, freedom from disease and prosperity. So they have very good transit currently of Venus and Sun. So that shows gains by Venus related to house and comforts and luxury, and Sun related to competition and overall career. So good one for Libra. And Libra have 12th Jupiter from last 1 year. So they are planning something big for the next 12 years. Now from 12th September onward, Jupiter will come to their first house. So they will start working on that plan, and then they will get gains after that 1 year hard work. So that was for Libra. Now we will move towards the next moon sign, and the next moon sign is Scorpio. So we can see here for Scorpio, they have Saturn in their first house, currently retrograde, but from 25th October, August, it will be direct. In addition, the lord of their first house, Mars, is in their 9th house, that shows support. And in addition, they have very good 10th Sun, that shows success in endeavors and honor. So first Saturn for Scorpio showing that they have to working hard for one of the biggest project for the next 30 years, and they are already working hard from past 2 to 3 years, from past 3 years, and soon within 2 months Saturn will move to their second house. That shows they will have a new income in their life, slowly but surely, because second Saturn will be much better than the this first Saturn. In addition, Mars, their lord, in the 9th house, that shows support, and Sun in the 10th house, that shows success. So that was for Scorpio moon sign. Next we can move towards the Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, we can see that their ascendant lord is Jupiter, and it is in the 10th house. In addition, Sun is in their 9th house, so 9th Sun shows support from seniors, and 10th Jupiter shows stress but happening. What happens when Jupiter comes in the 10th house? That shows reporting to someone of equal or lower ability, so that naturally brings some sort of stress. So they have already passed out the 12 months, just 1 month remaining, and then after this 1 month, from 12th September, Jupiter will be moving to their 11th house of gains. So they will get maximum gains of the last 12 years. So overall good one for Sagittarius from the later part of this month. Okay, next we can move to the next moon sign, that is Capricorn. For Capricorn, we can see that their ascendant lord is Saturn, and it is sitting in their 11th house. So very good, it's good for gains, windfall of gains, maximum gains of the last 30 years. In addition, 8th Sun shows stress from seniors, so they can use diplomacy in to manage their seniors. In addition, the 11th Saturn is also very good for their gains, and most of people already got the gains of 11th Saturn. If not, then in the coming 2 months they will have very good chances of getting gains. In addition, 8th Sun is asked for some stress by seniors, so it will be better to use diplomacy instead of giving arguments, so that will give good result from Sun. Next, after Capricorn, we can move to the next moon sign, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius, we can see that their first lord Saturn is in the 10th house. So 10th house Saturn is also very good for success, new avocation, new work, new opportunity. So they are already getting this one from last 3 years, and it will continue for next 2 more months. And a recent 7th sun is in their 7th sun, shows some relationship issues, some uh, travel related issues, so that needs to be watched out for. So overall, Saturn will be in the 10th house for next 2 months. From October it will move towards the 11th house, so that will be much better regarding gain. However, then Saturn is very good regarding new avocation and new opportunities and new avenues, so overall good one for Aquarius people. Next, we can move to the final moon sign, that is the moon sign is Pisces. For Pisces people, we can see that Jupiter is in their 7th house, their first lord, and Sun is in the 6th house. So Jupiter in 7th house is very good for happiness and erotic pleasures and all types of things you may look best in the past 12 years yourself, and it will be for next 1 more month. And 6th sun in this month from 15th August to 15th September, so success from various things like enemies and health issues and all the matters that might be from the past 4 to 5 months, so you will get success in those things. So very good transit for Pisces regarding Sun and Jupiter. So that is all moon sign that we have covered from Aries to Pisces predictions from 15th August to 15th September 2017. I hope you enjoyed the video. You can like the video, you can subscribe to the channel. You can also ask for your personal reading by myself using the information coming on the screen below. You can order by Fever, or you can order by PayPal, or whatever suits you. So I hope you have enjoyed the video, and thank you. Have a good time. Bye.